see if anybody shows up. I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? Can y'all hear me okay? Once you get in here, hopefully you can hear me. All right, let's see. Testing the sound. Whoa, hello, friends. Hi. Oh my god. 12 people immediately. Hello. How are you? Hi. Y'all can hear me okay? Okay. Am I cutting in and out at all, or does it sound good? And is it binaural audio? Like, is it going ear to ear? Because that's the point of this microphone. I'm gonna read the chat here too during this stream, so. Alright, Kirishima X Bakugo, Stephanie Silva, Grace Fan, Samaya, Risk the Demon. Hello. Okay, wow, I wasn't expecting that many people to join so quickly. Okay. So do I sound okay if I lean back like this? Because, like, that's a lot of hunching over to do there. Hello, I love your vids. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. We can hear you. Good. What's up, Alex? Not much. What's up with you? How are you all doing? How's your holiday been? Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. Happy holidays if you don't. I left in My Hero Academia video for you. I'm honored. I'm sorry I'm not in cosplay. I got off work and I'm incredibly tired. I worked a solid 8-hour shift today. Actually 8.5-hour shift. So I'm like, but I was in a singing mood, so I like your hair. Thank you. Your Deku is adorable. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've only done Deku twice now. I got a wig for him and did that version. The only other time I've cosplayed Deku was my college AU version of him. That was a long time ago now. You sound perfect. Thank you. Did you see my shout out on Instagram? I believe so. I think I liked it. If I didn't, thank you, and I'll probably see it later on. But if I did, yes, I believe I liked it and favorited it. So thank you for that. I appreciate the shout outs and stuff. I'm good and Merry Christmas. Well, I'm glad you're good and thank you. Crystal Naomi? I'm not sure how to say that. I apologize. Send a bunch of hearts. Thank you. I hope you get a good night's rest today then. Thank you. I'm certainly going to try after this. Sorry, my ring light. Bring that a little closer. There, is that better? Can you see me more? I apologize. I don't have a very good webcam. Here, brain this up a bit. So hopefully this looks okay. Does this look okay? Can you see me okay? Does this visual work? Hi. Merry Christmas. I got a Kirishima bed set, but I have to wait till Christmas to use it. Ooh, well, that's cool, though. Holidays are a bit off this year, but I hope it will get better. Merry Christmas. Oh, I hope it gets better for you, too. I really hope. Because the holidays should be a time of celebration and fun and stuff, and hopefully things go well for you. Do more Boom Boom Man, please. I love it, and I love you. There will be more Boom Boom Man, I promise you that. There will definitely be more Bakugo coming. And I appreciate that. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, so thank you. I work in retail, so I feel, yeah, same, so do I. So I feel your pain with an 8-hour shift, my friend. Yeah, it sucks, because people don't know how to, like, leave a store when it's closing time, and it really pisses me off. I love your hair. I'd love to dye it like that. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's, originally I had it rainbow colored, and then it started to fade. So I just started going over it with a gray, it's technically not a dye, it's like a color depositing conditioner. I started using that, and it's turned it like, I like to call it an inverted rainbow because it started like inverting the colors. You know, like when you on the computer, if you every colors and then select invert, and it turns everything like that weird blue and white and stuff. It's kind of what it's doing to my hair, which I'm kind of here for. Sorry, I'm spamming that I just love your content and Merry Christmas. No problem. I appreciate it. You're very sweet. Merry Christmas. Yes, we can see you. Good. Do you take song requests? Sure, I can. Absolutely. Go for it. We had a big feast, so it's going pretty well. Ooh, nice. I had Taco Bell as my Christmas Eve meal. So you're probably doing better than me. Where do you get the heads for your wigs? Those I get either I buy them like in bulk off Amazon, or where I work around Halloween time, we sell tons of them. So I'll buy a lot of them there. And I work at a secondhand thrift store, and we just get a lot of stuff like sent to us during the holidays, like brand new stuff to put out. So that's where I get mine. Would you mind if I drew you? I would love if you drew me. I would love if you drew me. That makes me feel very special. I really appreciate it when people draw me. So yes, I would absolutely love that. I love your videos so much and just want you to know that you're such a nice person. You deserve all the hugs and love in the world. And I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Stop it. I wasn't planning on crying tonight. What the hell? But thank you. I appreciate that. But also, ow, my feelings. Well, I'm really glad that you enjoy my videos that much. And I try my best to be the nicest person I can possibly be. So thank you. I'm also a sucker for hugs. So, like, if you ever see me at a con or like in public, I mean, obviously ask first because that's just like the normal human thing to do. But I love hugs. So if you want a hug, I will give you hugs. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year too. What's your opinion on yogurt, Alex? I'm taking a survey. I would love your input. So far, everyone either loves it or hates it. What does this stream become? I thought I was just singing Christmas songs here. We're gonna tilt this a bit. There we go. My opinion on yogurt. I haven't thought about it. I guess it depends on the kind of yogurt. I mean, if we're talking ROLEPLay, I'm always there, usually always there for that, like the original ROLEPLay. Like, I'm down with that. If I have too much yogurt, then it kind of makes me feel sick. I think it's just because like the texture, it feels weird going down my throat. But generally, I don't know, I'm neither here nor there on it. Like, it's a thing, it exists, and I'm okay with it. It's been a while since I've had yogurt, actually. Greek yogurt is nasty. I mean, that's just my opinion, but Greek yogurt specifically, I hate it. Burn it. Kill it with fire. It sucks. Okay, dude, same. I work at a pet supply store, and I thought it would be quiet at night, but no, everybody and their grandma wants to sleep over in the store. I know, right? Like, we closed at 5 today, and every Tuesday at work is senior day, which, excuse me, is the worst day in the fucking world. Because it's 40% off for everybody 55 and over. So it's a madhouse in there. And these two old ladies at the end of the night would not leave the building. I was getting so mad. Hello, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Favorite song? Ooh, that's a good question. My favorite song. I don't like how this, like, the lighting. If I turn the light a certain way, is that gonna fix it? Oh, it's too dark now. Is that better? Is that worse? I don't know. I mean, I'm pale, so I'm gonna look washed out no matter what, but turn it down just a little. Is that too dark? I don't know what I'm doing. Favorite song? Oh gosh, at the moment, I think My Oh My by Camila Cabello at the moment is my favorite song. But in general, like lifetime wise, my favorite songs are literally any song by Hunter Hayes. Hunter Hayes is my god. No one will ever replace him. He's a music icon. He's just a musical genius, and I love him so much. Like, if you haven't listened to Hunter Hayes, even if you don't like country, just give him a listen. I promise at least one of his songs will speak to you on some level. Pizza for Christmas Eve dinners, you're doing better than me. If you could live in any anime, what anime would you live in? That's a good question. I would probably like to live in the universe of Ouran High School Host Club because 16-year-old me would be all over Kyoya. I just want to make sure you're okay with this, but can we ask you some questions? Everyone's been asking me questions thus far, so I mean, sure. Eventually I'll get around to singing, probably. I got my younger sister to get into Deku to do a Toto Deku ship flip. Well, hopefully Bakudeku and Toto Deku. Okay, Bakugo. Oh yeah, Greek yogurt is the absolute worst. Yeah, it's so nasty. Like, my dad loves it, and I can't stand it. What's your favorite Boku no Hero ship? I don't know, to be honest with you. Probably Bakushima, Kiribaku, whichever way you say it. The bros. I don't know. How dare you insult my culture, but I also hate Greek yogurt, so it's not an insult to your culture, it's just Greek yogurt as a thing. Hi Alex, how are you? I'm very tired. I got off work a couple hours ago and just thought this would be kind of my Christmas gift to all of you. So Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Will you do Kirishima ASMR one day? I will, and probably one day very soon. That's the plan, is to do Kirishima ASMR as one of my next videos. So don't burn yogurt. It smells so bad. I know that because me and my friends were bored, so we were burning stuff in a fire. What? What? Why? I just imagine a bunch of kids sitting around a fire pit and being like, hey, you know what would be really funny and a way to cure our boredom right now is if we chucked some fucking yogurt into the flames. Oh my god. Okay. Who do you like to cosplay the most? Ooh, that's a good question. Oh, wait, I'm missing things. Sorry, I was laughing too much over the burning yogurt. Who do you like to cosplay the most? I think my favorite cosplays to do, honestly, a lot of my OCs, which if any of you follow me on Instagram or anything, you know that I have a lot of OCs. But as far as like pre-existing characters, probably Kyoya Otari from Ouran High School Host Club, because he's baby. Tintin, if any of you have ever seen The Adventures of Tintin or read the old comics or anything, Tintin is another good cosplay for me. I have a love-hate relationship with my Bakugo. Like, sometimes I absolutely adore it and think that I do a really good job, and other times I'm like, there's so many things that I hate about this, or like the wig looks like shit, or like whatever. Yeah, I'm talking about you. There he is. It him. 707. from Mystic Messenger is another one of my favorites. I also kind of have a love-hate relationship with that one. Like sometimes when I film and stuff as him, I feel so good and feel like I look so canon. And then like sometimes when I'm in the cosplay, I feel like I look like I have such a baby face that I'm like, this is inaccurate. Excuse me, but yeah, I don't know. I think probably Kyoya is like the one that is kind of my go-to. All right. Ooh, good question. Wait, you burned yogurt? Who the hell gave you that idea? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Oh, good God. Senior Tuesday for you is every first Friday of the month. Is that some people get paid their Social Security and these two customers price match everything? Oh my God, I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. I'm just saying I love Kyoya. Kyoya is the best. If you had to be one character forever, who? Oh my gosh, one character forever? Oh my God, that's a really good question. I don't know. Maybe Tintin, honestly, just because of like his adventurousness, and which is something I do not have. And like, I don't know, I feel like he gets shit done and he has a lot of fun doing it, and he has the most adorable fucking dog in the world. So, yeah, that. Have you started watching season 4 yet? If so, what episode are you on? Okay, here's the tea for all, 21 of you that are here. Here's the tea. I have never watched My Hero Academia. That's the tea. That's the tea, honey. I'm afraid to scroll down and read the comments because I feel like everyone's gonna freak out that I've said that. But yeah, I've never watched My Hero Academia. I just know a lot about it from I know the characters so well from all the other people that I know that cosplay them, and from clips I've seen. Like I know clips of the show and I know the gist of the show. Like I've seen enough about it circulating on the internet where like I get most of what's going on. But yeah, I've never actually sat down and watched an episode of My Hero Academia. So there's the tea. I only had ramen for Christmas Eve dinner, so y'all doing better than me. But Mori, though, I'm all over him. Okay, you can't tell me that Kyoya and Mori never had a thing. Like, I've always said that since I watched the show. Kyoya and Mori, whatever it was, they had a thing at some point. Like, totally behind the scenes, totally, like, under the radar, but they had a thing, and no one can tell me otherwise. My mom eats nothing but yogurt. That was a cute yawn. Aw. I am no cute. I am angry. I am the big angry. I am scary. Fear me. Rawr. Hey there, Alex. I like your cosplays. Thank you. Appreciate that. Have you ever thought of doing ASMR with pets like kitties, maybe Deku or Bakugo or Kirishima or someone volunteering at a pet shelter? I would love that. I actually don't have any pets, and my dad is allergic to cats, but God, I've wanted a dog for years. Like, I love dogs so much. I'm such a sucker for dogs. So, I mean, yes, I would love to do that, and eventually, or maybe like at a friend's house or something who has pets. Maybe I can convince them to let me borrow their pet for a video. But what time is it for you? And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. And it is almost 9:30 p.m. for me right now. Your laugh is adorable. Ooh, boo. Are you baby? I don't know. Am I? I'm daddy. No, I'm just kidding. You do look good as him, and you do him really well. I honestly love how you brought emotions to him. I love a lot of Bakugo cosplayers, but I can definitely see that none of them have actually shown it trailed off. But thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you really like my Bakugo because yeah, he is one that I have a major love-hate relationship with because sometimes I think he's awesome. Like I cosplay him very well and sometimes I'm like, this looks terrible. What am I doing? And like also I'm the softest person in the world, so trying to be angry and be mean like that is like really hard for me. So I try to do the softer side of the mean things. Like once you get into the swing of things and it's like just acting, then it gets easier. But like I cosplayed him when I went to KamoriCon in November, and I swear to God, I was the softest Bakugo ever. I was saying ooh woo with my friends every like 4 seconds, and I was doing a lot of this, and I was like, God, I'm way too soft to be Bakugo. Mood right now. I'll be like, it him. You're so adorable. I can't handle it. Woo. Oh, I think I'm reaching the comments in reaction to me not watching My Hero Academia. Alright. Whoa, what? What? That was a surprise. Wait, what? Then why did you start cosplaying? Wait, what? What? Holy shit, you do so well though. Like the characters match perfectly to your character. Yeah, I've never watched it. I just cosplayed them because I liked them as characters. And like I said, I do know enough about them as characters to like kind of accurately portray them. Just because like I'm good with gauging personalities, like that's both in my real life and just, you know, anime wise and stuff. But I'm good with like personalities and their little like personality quirks and stuff. Like I'm good with that kind of stuff. So it's not that hard to like I know what I know about Bakugo. He's angry. He's boom boom boy. He's a Pomeranian. Um, he's mostly bark, not as much bite, but he will bite. He hates Deku, but he also like low key kind of cares for Deku, but like would never admit that. He's in love with Kirishima. He's like bros with Kirishima. He's got a lot of like self hatred and he's projecting that. And so I try to, but like he's still a hero. So that's what makes him such a complex character is like he's so angry and he pushes people away and, you know, with his anger and everything. But ultimately, I feel like he's, whether subconsciously or like knowingly, but never admitting that, he does it to protect those around him. And I kind of tried to explain that in my role play as him where I said like if you push people away from you and stuff, then like they can't get hurt because he feels like on the one hand, yes, he's very jealous of Deku. That's like, you know, that's a given, but he also like he knows that in being a hero, he's going to be in the thick of the fighting a lot of the time and like, you know, when there's that much of a public eye on you, so much attention on you, the villains may be drawn to you eventually. And if he wants to be the number one hero, the villains are most likely going to be coming after him specifically, targeting him as the number one hero. So to protect others around him, he doesn't want them to get close to him because that would just put them in harm's way. At least that's how I interpret it and how I interpret why he pushes people away. Because if he was just an asshole to be an asshole, and really didn't care about anybody. Like he acts like he doesn't care about anybody all the time, but clearly he does because if he didn't care about anyone, he would literally wouldn't be a hero. He would be and just wanted to be number one, period. Notice how he says he wants to be number one hero, not just like number one human, you know? He wants to be a hero. He does want to protect people. He does want to fight the bad guys. And that's, you know, what tells me that he's just trying to, he's not doing it in a healthy way. And, you know, it's not good for him ultimately, but he is trying in his own twisted kind of way to do the right thing. Because if he just wanted to be an asshole and really genuinely didn't care about anybody, like how he acts like he doesn't, he would just be a villain. So, yeah. So that was a long ramble about why about Bakugo as a character, but like you see what I mean? Like I've never watched the anime, but just from what I know of these characters and what I've seen of them and in watching clips on YouTube and stuff like that, I can gauge their personalities, and that's why I cosplay them, because I kind of understand them and in that regard, and it makes them fun to portray. I do plan on watching it eventually. I just like it's literally, I see a lot of people asking me why I've never watched it, and it's literally just like time. I haven't had the time to dedicate to watching it because it's got a few seasons out, and I haven't had that kind of time. But I will watch it eventually. It's just right now I haven't had the time. Let's see. Is Bakugo a boomer? His quirk is literally boom. There's a joke about that if you watch on my main channel, there's a section in there where one of our audience members said "Okay, boomer" as Bakugo. It's like you have to watch it. It's really funny in context. If you haven't seen that, my Kumori-con or on High School Host Club panel, it's up on my main channel. Go watch it. It's really funny. I spent like 8 hours editing it, so please enjoy it. But yeah, it's really funny, and I don't just say that for the sake of like go watch my videos. I mean, like it was genuinely so much fun to be there and to interact with the audience and with my friends on the panel, and it was such a blast. So yeah, if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend it. If you just need maybe background noise or just need something really funny to watch, I highly recommend it. It's really funny. I live in the middle of nowhere, so burning random things in the fire sounded fun, so we did. I mean, it's fair. Alright. There's no shame in not watching My Hero Academia, my friend. I'm just the same as you. Have watched clips, know the gist of things. No shame in that. Yeah, it's literally just a matter of time. I haven't had the time for it. Yeah, although I like to think that Kyoya and Tamaki has something. I think Kyoya did have feelings for Tamaki at some point. I feel like he also low-key had feelings for Haruhi, you know. Kyoya is either bi or pan, and no one can tell me otherwise. I gotta go bye and Merry Christmas. Okay, bye-bye. They really call each other mommy and daddy. What is it now, daddy? I feel you, Alex. My parents said if we have a cat, it has to be a black cat, and if we want a dog, it has to be a small dog. Why does it have to be a black cat? Why specifically a black cat? Like, I get having a small dog versus a big dog for the sake of taking care of it. Why specifically a black cat? Damn, didn't expect that, but you cosplay the character so good, and I'm sad I can't see you sing because I have to go, but if this live stream is still up, I'll look over it. BTW, you're awesome and amazing. Oh, thank you. Yes, I will be singing eventually, I promise. I just got way more questions than I was expecting. But yeah, and I'm going to be uploading this live stream after this is over, so it'll still be up on the channel, and you can watch it later. Soft Bean Nation Unite. That's so cute, though. LOL, I wish I could spend time with you as Bakugo. I'm such a soft Bakugo, I swear. Me, are you baby Alex? I'm daddy. Me, okay then. That's my response whenever someone, like, if one of my friends says, "Oh, you're baby," I'm like, "No, I'm daddy." It's just a running joke with us. I just found an abandoned cat on the street like last year. She followed me home, and I'm like, "You're mine now." Oh, well, that's so sweet. That's so cute. Oh, I'm glad that you gave the baby a home. Roman! Hey, my bro is here. My brother Roman is in the chat. What's up, bro? Gotta go. Merry Christmas, Alex. Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler. Hello. Hi. And that's the tea, kids. Oh, yeah, to my, like, Bakugo ramble. Yeah. You're one of the smartest people I've ever seen. Studying your characters that you choose to perform as. Bravo. You're gonna go far, Alex. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you guys agree with my analysis. I've been told that I should like look into being a therapist or a psychologist or something because I'm really good with like analyzing that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, what's the fun in cosplaying a character if you can't like look into them and dig deep into them and be the character, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Yeah, I agree. Bakugo acts like an asshole and pretends to not care about people, but I know that deep down he does care, and I feel like as a character he has some stuff that we as the watchers don't know. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure he's probably like, if I had to guess, he's depressed and he's acting out as a result of that. But like he's trying to cope with, if he has depression. I'm not like trying to diagnose or anything. I'm not a doctor, but let's say he has depression, just like, because I've been depressed. Like that's something that maybe you all didn't know. I have 3 different forms of anxiety and depression. I've been diagnosed with all of those. So like just from personal experience and stuff, he's, maybe trying to act out as a means of like coping with it or trying to overcome it, because maybe he doesn't feel like he can talk to, because his relationship with his mom is like, so his mom would probably just tell him to get over it. So he's probably not getting the help that he needs anyway. So he just feels like, everyone's just going to tell him to suck it up. And so he's acting out to try to cope with it and get over it, but he's really just making it worse for himself. And I could go on and on about the psychology behind Bakugo, honestly, forever. But yeah. What's your favorite anime? It's a good question. I think of all time, probably Ouran High School Host Club, but as of like right now, Kakegurui. I think that's how you say it. The one about like gambling in high school. That one's really good. I really like that one right now. Hello, hi. Hello from Scotland. Oh wow, hello. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Merry Christmas. I'll try to remember to watch the video tomorrow. It's literally 3 a.m. Yeah, watch it tomorrow. Save it to your watch for later. That's fine. That's totally fine. What is your main channel? My main channel is Alex Needs Sleep. It's the same as this, just minus the ASMR at the end. If you just look up Alex Needs Sleep on YouTube, you'll see it. I've got like 10 vlogs up and a lot of song covers up on there. And this panel. So there's tons more content. If you like my cosplay stuff and you like vlogs and stuff like that, go check that out. My hair is fluffy, but it's as short as yours. Help. my hair's kind of fluffy. It's a little greasy right now. I have showered. It's just like it's after today. And then because I run my hands through my hair a lot when I'm stressed. So like I've made it greasy. Let's see. What is your main channel? Alex Needs Sleep. Same thing as this, just minus the ASMR. Just Google Alex Needs Sleep. I love Bakugo. He's such a soft boy. He's an angry soft boy, but yes. I can't believe I got this. I love you so much. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. I asked my dad why it has to be a black cat, but he always changes the topic or just doesn't answer me. Okay, strange. Merry Chrysler. Merry Crisis. My black cross-eyed kitten who's barely 6 months old, Pirate, sends you lots of hugs and kisses and purrs this Christmas. Oh, that's so cute. Baby kitty. I love animals so much. Alex, your Deku, Bakugo, and Kirishima. Thank you. I love to hear the psychology behind Bakugo LMAO. Really? Maybe that's a ramble for another time. Or maybe that's just another ASMR video to make, or another ASMR stream if you're interested. There was actually a scene in the anime which looked a lot like a panic attack. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Yeah? I cried in episode 8 of MHA. Kirishima's big. Yeah. I know that about Kirishima. I need sleep. It's 10:30 p.m. I love you. Good night. Good night. I gotta go. Merry Christmas. Good night. Good night. He's definitely an asshole and I low-key hate him, but I feel really bad for him sometimes. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of, if you look at him on the surface, you would just see him as an asshole if you don't look like into his psychology and stuff. Would you marry Minetta or Dobby? Dobby. God, I hate Minetta. Like, never watched My Hero Academia, but I've seen enough of Minetta to know I hate him. Like, actually hate. I hate creeps. I've had my fair share of experience with creeps and stuff, like, especially working in retail. No. Dobby in a heartbeat, if that was the choice. Doesn't matter who you marry, you can always divorce. I beat the system. True. Oh my god, Alex, you become a bigger cinnamon roll with every single word. Ooh. I'm not cinnamon roll. I'm spice. Spice boy. I don't even know what that means. I'm very tired. Hello from Virginia. Hello. Yes, praise the Lord and say. I think Shinzo should replace Minetta in Class 1A. Yes. We need to swap purple boys because Minetta. Ew. And Shinzo. Shinzo is good boy. Well, no, you cinnamon roll. Ooh. Bro, go to sleep. No. I promised that I would be singing Christmas songs on this stream, and that's what I'm gonna do. So let me see. Jeez, I've just been talking for almost 40 minutes. Let's see. Can I minimize this window without it, like, fucking things up? Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna. Oh, but then I can't see chat. Well, I'm gonna sing one Christmas song. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sing a Christmas song, and then I'm gonna come back and like read the chat from what I've missed. Minetta should just be kicked out of UA. Yes, Minetta should just be arrested. All right. I'll stay. If you have something to do, that's totally fine. You can do whatever needs doing. I have to go for now, but if you're still alive, I'll pop back in. But if not, I love you and care about you and try to get some sleep and be safe. Oh, I will, and you too. Yeah, go do whatever. And this live stream, it's probably gonna go on for like, I was planning on at least 2 hours, so we'll see if I run out of songs before then or something like that. But yeah. And I'll be uploading this stream if I can figure out how for later, so you can always come back and rewatch it. Now that I think about it, how the hell did Mayonetta get into UA? I don't know. He seems kind of useless. He's just there, I think, for like comedic effect, but it's really not funny. Like, it's just creepy. Anyway, that's another rant for another day. It's just how creepy Minetta is. And I hate that use of like that as a form of comedy, of like being a perv is funny and it's okay. Like, that's a ramble. That's a rant for another day. Characters like Minetta make me so mad. I'm gonna be up till 2 a.m. listening to my parents talking. Oh no. When no one near you is as ooh energy as Alex on the internet. Alright, so I'm going to look at my first Christmas song here. And now I'm used to singing like in a normal range. This is gonna be whisper / soft spoken because like my normal singing voice would be too loud to be ASMR. So I'm not sure how this is gonna work because I'm not used to singing this softly, so I apologize for any voice cracks or like missed notes or anything like that. I'm gonna do my best. The first song I think I'm gonna do, I just got all of a sudden like a wave of anxiety. I just got very nervous all of a sudden. Oh, okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Okay, there is song number 1. All right, now I'm gonna go back and oh, poor Alex, it's okay. How'd you like that one? Have you watched the anime card capture Sakura? No, I haven't. When you started singing, my heart literally skipped a beat. Holy. Well, thank you. Oh, gee, this voice, where did it come from? It must have been sent by the gods. Y'all are too sweet. Thank you. Shock? No, honey, you shook it. My old choir teacher would approve of your singing. Well, I'm honored. Angel's singing couldn't even compare to your singing. Y'all are too sweet to me. Thank you. I did a solo with that song at my school's Christmas concert. Oh, cool. Raging applause. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. How did I know you'd be good just by listening to your normal voice? Well, thank you. I actually hate my normal voice. Like when I hear it back on recordings, I can't stand it. So thank you. I can die happily after hearing you sing that song. Thank you. When I got to the bow part, I lost all the hair in my left brother talked halfway through the song. Your voice is beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all are very sweet to me. Should I do the next one? Let me see what I've got pulled up next here. Please. Oh, okay. I love this version of this song. Santa Baby, but the Michael Bublé version. I don't know how well this is gonna transfer over here via this mic. Hello, excuse me, ad, I don't want you. Okay. Santa baby, slip a roll like under the tree for me. I've been an awful good guy, Santa buddy, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa buddy, a 65 convertible to steel blue. I'll wait up for you, dude, Santa buddy, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the hotties that I never kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Ba-doo-ba-doo, Santa belly, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lie. I've been a sweetie all year, Santa buddy, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa buddy, one thing that I really do need, the deed to a platinum mine, Santa belly, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa buddy, fill my stocking with conic sticks for kicks. Throw me on the first line, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Mercedes. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Ba-doo, Santa Poppy, forgot to mention one little thing. Cha-ching. No, I don't mean as alone, Santa buddy, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Oh, hurry down the chimney tonight. Well, there's number 2. Oh, I missed it. I just sang another one. You're good. Dude, I'm literally feeling flustered just watching you feel flustered. I just came back, so I don't know. Didn't know that you sang. I just did another one, so you're good. Oh, please do more. I want to hear your beautiful voice. Thank you. Oh, your voice is beautiful. Thank you. I'm half expecting you to say Santa Daddy. Santa Daddy. Oh my god. Okay. Dude, have you been taking classes? If not, then my god, that's magnificent. Well, thank you. Yeah, no, I've never taken any like singing classes. I was in choir when I was a child, but no, I've never taken any like classes for it. I've just always been that's the one thing that I've always felt really confident in is that I can sing. That's like the one thing I can say without any shadow of a doubt is that I can sing and I'm proud of it. So thank you. Have you watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventures? I have not, no. Can we get a singing award for Alex? Thank you. Stop being so good at this. I'm not sorry. Your voice is so soothing. Well, thank you. Your voice is so nice and it's I just might fall asleep with this stream on. Well, that's kind of the idea. That's the whole point of an ASMR stream is to get y'all to sleep. So if you fall asleep to this, go right ahead. That was the idea. That was the point. And if you miss anything, just come back and watch it later because I'll be posting it if I can figure out how. I wish I had the amount of confidence you do with your singing voice. I mean, if it's something you're really proud of and really passionate about, then be proud of it. Like if you know that you can sing and you have a lot of confidence or like you have a lot of like I don't know. If you feel like you can sing and you've proven it time and time again, I mean, in anything, like if you know that you enjoy doing something enough to where it's like you do it all the time and you love it and it's so much fun, that's really all you need. That's like proof enough that you're good at it because you enjoy doing it so much. Like if you weren't good at it or like, whatever, you wouldn't want to keep doing it. So it's just kind of a matter of telling yourself, I'm enough and I'm, doing the best that I can with what I have and I enjoy it. And that's bottom line, that's what matters the most is that you enjoy doing it. So this is so wholesome. Thank you. I like to be as wholesome as possible. So I accidentally clicked on this and I'm so glad it. Well, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Accidentally or not, I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for joining. I'm sleep deprived, so I don't think this will work, Alex. But I still watch your vids because you're amazing. So, thank you. I appreciate that. And if you need to fall asleep, like I said, go right ahead. That's like the whole point of the stream is to get you guys to go to sleep. So I'm a happy child now. I'm glad. I might fall asleep. That's totally fine. Confidence is not my thing. Well, that's fair. I mean, you just gotta find something that you really love and just like focus on that. And like, why do you love it? What's important about it to you? And that is really the best starting place, at least for me in building confidence with things, is just find something that you're really driven to do and that you really, really enjoy and that makes you happier or, that you enjoy sharing with people and that just something that you're really passionate about. Just start there and just work with it, you know? Just practice makes perfect. And if it comes to you naturally, that's great. And just, focus on why it makes you happy. Just sit down there and psychoanalyze yourself and just think, why do I like this so much? What about it makes me so happy? Is this something that I want to continue doing for the rest of my life? Is this like something I want to do as a hobby? Is this a career thing? Is this just something I'm passionate about in my spare time? Just just be kind to yourself because you are valid and you deserve love and you deserve to do the things that make you happy. Let's see, where did I leave off? Also, I may be drunk, but my comments come from the heart. I feel like you become a lot more honest when you're drunk, so I believe that. Thank you. Thanks for that, Alex. You're so awesome. I'm singing with you. It's free real estate. It's free real estate. Hey, little mama, how you doing? Let me whisper in your ear. It's free real estate. I love your hair so much. I don't know why. Well, thank you. I love my hair too. have low self-esteem, but I won't let that stop me from trying. And Alex, I'll take the advice you're giving us. Thank you. Good. I'm very, very glad that you are hearing me on that. And, you know, keep drawing. If drawing is something that you're passionate about, that's all that matters. I feel like a lot of people, when they do something that they really enjoy doing, they think about it too much, or they think about it in like the wrong ways. They think like, oh, well, this is never going to get me anywhere, so why do I bother with it? Or like, this is dumb, or like, no one's going to like this. Who cares? Like, even if it doesn't become like a career thing for you in the future, or even if it's a really long time, like, if you don't start on it now, then you may never start on it. If you enjoy doing it now, you've got this one life. It's entirely up to you what you do with it. Just, I feel like a lot of people forget that. They think, oh, I have to do this for this person, or I have to, and that used to be me. Like, I totally understand that feeling. I'm saying that it's that voice in your head telling you have to be perfect at everything, or you have to be perfect at what people want you to be perfect at. That's not true. You have to do what you want to do for the reasons you want to do them. Because if you live your life by everyone else's rules, or doing things specifically and only for other people, you are going to be so miserable. And that's another, like, this is a huge thing for me, this whole internet career. And I'm so grateful to all of you for being here. Like, whether you're from my TikTok or my Instagram or this YouTube channel or my other YouTube channel, whatever. Thank you, because I did it. Like I said, I have 3 forms of anxiety and depression. Like, I get it. I've been in that spot where I was so numbed out to the world, and I felt like I was about to give up, and like, I get it. I do. I really understand. And I am lucky that I ran into people that have been in my life. Some have left, some are still here, that I ran into them when I did, and I took the incentive and I got myself the help that I needed. And pulling myself out of that horrible headspace where all I could think about was, ending it. And not to make this a morbid stream or anything, but I'm just trying to be real with you all. Like, I've been there and I get it. So if you think that someone doesn't get it, I do. And I'm very open about the whole mental health thing. Like, I have no problem with talking about that kind of stuff. But it just, like, after being in that headspace for so long where I was like, nothing matters, I don't care about anything, when I finally got out of that headspace and I started focusing on the things that I love doing, I was so much happier. And I've been so much happier since. Like, of course, I still have my days and everything. Like, everyone has their days, and everyone who has depression and anxiety, sometimes they have worse days, sometimes they have good days. Regardless, I have my good days far outweigh my bad days now. And I'm doing what I love. Like, this is what I want to do. This is what I've always wanted to do, because I've spent so many days just sitting in this room having conversations like this, dead ass, swear, talking to my wall. I've talked just like this, pretending I was live streaming, pretending someone was listening to me, and just talking to the wall. And I realized I want to put this out there. Like, I want to have these conversations with people. I want to talk to people. I want to have these engaging conversations. I want to know someone's listening, and find the people like me out there who get it. And, help someone in the way that others have helped, or I wish people would have helped me. And just being that voice of, like, I have my own mental health things. Like, I'm on, what is it, 100 milligrams of Zoloft, each pill. I take one every day. And that has helped me so much. Like I said, I'm very honest about that kind of stuff, very honest and upfront about, like, mental health stuff. Yeah, I just, like, sorry, I went on another, like, rambling tangent there, but yeah, it's just, once you come out of that sort of headspace where you think, like, either nothing matters, or your opinions don't matter, or your desires and your passions don't matter, if you tell yourself, why not? Why wouldn't they? this is my life. I get one. And I think about it as like when I'm laying on my deathbed someday, do I want to look back at my life and think, I lived this by everyone else's rules and be so dissatisfied with my life? Or do I want to look back on it and be like, I did all the things that I set out to do, and I made people happy along the way, and I made myself happy along the way? Like, what am I going to do now that's going to leave me with as few regrets as possible down the line in the future? Sorry, this turned into like a self-help, like motivational stream all of a sudden, but yeah, I'm very passionate about that kind of stuff because like I've been there in that headspace where you think nothing matters, or like that your passions and opinions and stuff are all invalid, and I guarantee you none of that is true. Like and it took me until I got out of high school. Like I'm no longer in high school, and throughout all of my years of schooling, and school is great, don't get me wrong, but I did not do nearly as well in a school setting as I do outside of school. Like I'm not in college. I skipped the college route, and like I know my father especially is not the happiest about that. Like he's not going to force me to go, but he's not the happiest about it. But I realized that the only reason I was ever even considering college was because everyone else around me was either going or wanted me to go. I had no desire to go to college because I don't learn as well in a school setting where everything's being stuffed down my throat. It's too much. It's overstimulating. It's exhausting. And I'm doing things just for the sake of filling out answers on a test, and then I forget all the information, and I'm not learning anything that actually applies to my skill set and what I want to do with my future. And I started to realize that more and more my junior and senior year of high school, where I was like, I really don't want to go to college. Or if I did go to a college, there was only one college I was interested in, and it was like 40 grand a year. And I was like, why would I put myself in debt to take all these classes that don't apply to me, that I'm not interested in, and like when I could teach myself? I've already done so much by myself, and I have a lot of stuff that I would need for my setup, and I've started my internet career and it's taken off, and I'm so grateful for that. And thank you so much for all of you for being here on whatever platform you found me from. I can do this. And yes, I'm sure I'm going to need some help along the way. I don't deny that. I know when I need to ask for help. I know like if I want to, launch merch or something, which I do have some merch, but like I haven't really publicized a lot of it yet because I'm not done. But, if I wanted to do that at some point, I wanted it to like be good, and I can't draw, so I would have to hire, actually, I was thinking a friend of mine, a coworker of mine who's a really talented artist, she could design that stuff for me. I want to benefit other people along the way. Excuse me, like I want to make people happy. That's ultimately my life goal, is to make myself and other people happy, and not in the I have to please everybody and do what they want, but I mean in the entertainment sense, in the I'm listening sense, in the I'm here for you sense, in the I'm giving you a safe space, like an LGBT safe space. I'm giving you an ASMR kind of safe space. I'm giving you a cosplay safe space. I want to build a community. That's a better way to say what my life goal is to build a community, or build communities. Like I want all of you to talk to each other and get to know each other and be genuine friends. Like obviously be careful because you never know who anyone is on the internet, but like genuinely I want to make connections for people, and I have so far. Like I've made so many friends through cosplay and just through the internet in general, and then connected them to each other, and they've all been so happy and so just like, thank you for introducing us, and that makes me feel so good to know that I've helped people find each other. Sorry, I hit the mic. I hope that didn't mess anything up, but I love that. I love seeing that people are enjoying what I'm putting out into the world. And I love getting feedback, constructive criticism, like just, I really enjoyed this and here's why. When I look at like on YouTube Studio, I check YouTube Studio like 100 times a day, but I don't check it for like the likes or views or whatever. Like, I mean, to a certain extent, views and likes are important. I don't deny that, because it shows you what people are enjoying and, you know, how long they're watching, what kind of content they're really invested in, what like really piques people's interest. And that all is important to a certain extent. But what I look for whenever I go into YouTube Studio is the comments. Like, that's really all I care about. I'll check it all the time, or like I'll give it a couple hours and then get antsy and be like, I want to see if anyone's left a comment. I love comments. Y'all don't understand. Like, this is why I love having, I know I'm missing a lot of messages. I will go back and read them all. I love comments. I love that interaction. I love when people duet my stuff on TikTok, or just comment on TikTok, or mention me in something, shoot me a DM, tag me in something, when people draw me. Oh my god, when people make edits of me, you know, or just like if you just want to show me something, or just say hi, or just, you know, any sort of comment. I love comments so much. I read every single comment, or at least as many as I can, 90% of the comments. I love it so much, and I try to at least like a comment. If I can't reply, I'll at least like it, you know. I try to reply to as many as I can. I love, like, that sounds so sappy, but I love comments. I love any sort of interaction from my audience. I don't like to say fans, because I get that to a certain extent. That's what a lot of them are, but it's like, you know, my community. I would rather call it that. Because I don't want it to be like a thing where because I don't see myself as above any of you. It's like I'm building a community of like-minded people, and people who like need friends and who need support, and, you know, so they can all find each other, and then, you know, they can go through me if they need to. Obviously I can't respond to every single person and in a timely manner, but if you could all connect to each other, even if you can't get to me, like, you can get to each other and communicate with each other, and just like, you know, I want to make a community like that, and I'm hoping that I've started to do that. But this has all just been a long ramble. But like, my point is, I never thought that I would be sitting here. Well, I considered it, but I never really like put a lot of thought into it until I was like 18, where I was like, I'm really gonna do this. It was always just a thought in the back of my mind, like, oh yeah, I could make at the time it was called Musically, but I'll make a TikTok page, and like maybe in a few years it'll start taking off. It's been little over a year, and I'm almost at 60K followers on there, and that just blows my mind, and thank you all so much for that. I thought, oh, I'll have like a YouTube channel and an Instagram or something. I now have 2 TikTok accounts, 3 technically 4, but I think I'm deleting one of them because I'm not active on it. 3 Instagrams, 2 YouTube channels, a Tumblr, a Twitter. Like, I this is nuts, and I've made so many friends. I didn't expect that. So many friends through cosplay and all that. Like, I'm doing it. This is what I've always wanted to do. This right here, where I'm talking to all of you like this, and knowing that you're hearing me, and people will hear and see this in the future, and just getting to talk like this. I'm doing it. And I'm telling you, I'm the most anxious person alive. Y'all don't understand. But if I can do this, you can too. And I don't mean that in like I don't know if that sounds condescending or not, but like, we're both only human. If I'm talking like directly to each of you as individuals, we are both only human, and we're doing the best that we can. And if you want to do something, you can do it. It's just a matter of taking the initiative. And if you need help, that's totally fine. You just can't be afraid to ask for it. And if you really want something, if you really want to do something, you gotta start on it. And you gotta be willing to put in the effort, and put in the hours, and put in the time, and just do it. I say that if I can do it, you can do it, because we're all human, and we all start somewhere, and we all start with a dream, and we all start with a passion. It's whether or not you act on that passion that's entirely up to you. So you can do it. Whatever it is that you're putting off that you really want to do and really want to make something of, you can do that thing. And I know for some of you it may not feel like it right now, or you may be in that awful headspace that's telling you, no, you can't. You can. That voice is lying to you. And if you need help, if you need to see a therapist, if you need medication, if you need anything like that just to help you balance out, because it's a chemical imbalance. I think a lot of people forget that anxiety and like depression, it's a chemical imbalance. You can't just correct that yourself. Sometimes people can, if it's like depending on the type of depression or anxiety. Sorry, I did it again. Or like mental health thing. Depends on the situation. But if you need those things to help you, that is okay. And it is okay to ask for help. And there is no shame in seeing a therapist or talking to your doctor or finding an online community like this, like to talk to people. There is no shame in that. There are plenty of numbers for you to call to talk to someone who can help you. There, for every person out there who's going to put you down for it, there's 100 more who are going to stand behind you and tell you you're valid and it's okay. It's okay to ask for help. I go to a therapist. I have therapy Thursdays. My 2 days off from work every week are Thursday and Friday. Thursdays I go to therapy. And my therapist, I got very lucky with that I have an amazing therapist who I know that some people don't always get a great therapist right off the bat or don't get the right one. I'm very lucky that I got a great therapist who I've been seeing for what, 2, 3 years now? Um, yeah, I got the right therapist right off the bat. She's fantastic and she's helped me through so much. And I got the right medication right off the bat to help me balance out that chemical imbalance in my brain and all that stuff. Like, I think so much more clearly now, and I can just, I can process better and I can look at things more objectively and not, overanalyze every little thing all the time, which is what I used to do. Now I'm still tired. And that's actually another thing that I could explain now. While I'm on this tangent, I went from singing to this, but that's another thing. My brand, so to call it, um, Alex Needs Sleep. That stems from, yes, because I just need sleep because I'm a tired boy, but also it stems from my anxiety and my depression, because those anxiety takes a lot out of you when you're overthinking all the time and you're exhausted. Depression makes you feel very tired a lot of the time, so you're just always kind of down in the dumps, which makes you drowsy and you just want to go to bed and sleep it off. And so I've got those things that get to me. Working 40 hours a week, that's draining. In retail, where people are rude and, just jerks in general. And my medication, that medication I showed you, Zoloft, it makes me drowsy. So right there, that's like 4 things that are making me tired. Plus dysphoria. For those of you who don't know, I am a trans man. So gender dysphoria and like being misgendered and stuff like that, it takes a lot out of you. I don't know if there's any trans individuals or like LGBT individuals in the comments here who know a lot about that, but like that does take a lot out of you. Like when I get misgendered at work, which happens unfortunately quite a lot, by customers, it's like it takes a lot out of you. It makes you feel kind of uncomfortable in your own skin because you feel like you're not passing. And yeah, so it just like there's that right there is 5 huge reasons why I'm always tired. And that is all part of what inspired my username, as like it seems like it's just kind of a joking thing, right? At the surface, which it is. It is because it's funny and I have that very kind of dry sense of humor, and so it's funny to me. And it's okay to laugh. It is funny. Alex Needs Sleep is very funny as a username, so don't like feel bad. But yeah, so I've got a lot of things that make me tired. So that is also part of what, helped me create my username. So I guess my point is, from wherever you are in the world and wherever you are mentally, you're valid, you deserve love, you deserve help, and whatever you're passionate about, you can do it and you can make something of that if you really want to. It's just a matter of giving yourself that push, whatever that push is. You can do it. I promise you, you can do it. It may take a couple weeks, it may take months, it may take years, but if you're really that passionate and driven for it, you can do it. It's just going to take a while. or maybe it won't. I don't know. I don't know your life. But like whatever that thing is, you have so much time to figure it out. And you deserve to be happy with all of your life choices. So, or as many of them as you can be. So that's my ramble there. I'm going to go and read the comments on this now. What all have I missed here? You're trying to get us to sleep, but what about you? You need sleep as well. I know. And if it was like a normal, like if I had work in the morning, I would absolutely be asleep right now. But it's like I just got back off work and I'm not going anywhere tomorrow. So I know that I have time to sleep in, which is why I'm doing this. Man, I did not think I would be getting an inspirational speech on this stream, but I'm not complaining. Sorry, I did kind of go on a little ramble there, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Mr. Rogers, who Alex is the only wholesome role model I need in my life. I have a lot of feelings, and it's so good to be able to like say this to all of you and know people are listening as opposed to talking to my wall. Like I told you, I used to do that all the time. I would just sit in here whenever I had feelings and stuff like that, or just emotions, I would just talk to the wall, and it's not the same. You're literally the best. I love you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Who needs sleep when you can just watch this little angel for like 2 hours? Music has always been a huge part of my life to the point where rock, heavy metal music makes me sleepy. Yeah, I feel that. I love music. Music is great. That's another reason I highly suggest. I'm going to plug Hunter Hayes again, but really though, he is by far my favorite artist because his music is just so original, and it's just, even if you don't like country music, that's fine, but just look at and read his lyrics. Really, just read his lyrics, just really listen to the words. And yes, he does love songs, and like everyone does love songs, but just the way he does them, and he has a heavy hand in a lot of the writing process of the songs, and he plays so many instruments, and you can tell he loves what he does so much. But yeah, I highly recommend, if music is a good source of like therapy sort of for you, listen to Hunter Hayes. I just do it. All right. My dream is to become a professional singer, and I'm not going to give up on it because I want to make people smile. Like music makes me smile, and if others are happy, I'm happy. See, there you go. That's the same mentality I have with this whole internet thing, and with my singing, and with my writing, and all of that. So thank you. Yes, somebody gets it. I'm glad. Don't give up on that. If it's something you're very passionate about, you can do it. Hey, it's okay because some people should hear this ramble. That's true. That's true. A lot of people out there really need to hear this. Just hearing you say these things makes me believe there are people who do care. Thank you, Alex. I look forward to hearing your advice. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all being here. See, this is what I wanted. I'm going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to do it. Oh, I see the tears welling up. No. Suck them back in there. This is a happy, wholesome stream. No cry. I've been struggling with anxiety and I'm missing my friends a lot. That ramble made me feel a lot better. I'm ready to make a change in my life. Thanks, Alex. Thank you. That makes me feel really good to hear that. Oh, fuck, I'm crying. I'm so glad. Good for you. And like I said, I've been there. I get it. You start isolating yourself and you don't want to like be around anybody, and you feel like you're dragging everybody down, but ultimately you need those friends around you, and they're sorry. I'm an emotional being. That's another thing. I'm a crier. I cry when I'm really happy. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm angry because I don't like to be angry. So I cry to switch emotions. But yeah, let me know how that goes if you would like. You can DM me on Instagram anytime. I mean, there's no I probably won't get back to you immediately because I am busy, but I will get back to you eventually. I do make an effort to respond to all my DMs or as many as I can. So, thank you for listening, and thank you for thinking that my voice matters and that I could help in any way. Same, it gets better. I used to be depressed and I wanted to die, but it gets better finding something that inspires you. Yeah, exactly. Just find something that inspires you. Any little thing that makes you feel better for even a moment. If you find that thing and you're in that dark place, latch onto that because that will like really save you in the long run. For me, it was like a lot of YouTubers like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. I would just put on their videos and I would forget everything for the moment. Even, you know, before I was in therapy, that's what I would do is I would just play YouTube videos. And while it wasn't like the healthiest to just sit indoors and, watch YouTube for hours on end, it was one of the things keeping me going and keeping me here because in the thick of it all, when I was totally numbed out or just so depressed that I didn't want to live, and I'm sorry if that's a trigger warning thing too. I should say that. I apologize. I would laugh for like 3 seconds and I'd be like, I remember that feeling. I want more of that. And so I would like wait, I would just be like, keep it together till tomorrow and watch the next video. So that's, I want to give you guys that, you know, that place and another resource. Cause yes, Jack and Mark and everything, but I want to be another one of those places where like if you just need something to make you laugh for the day or if you need something, you need something to watch or to feel like somebody's listening, I want to provide that, you know, as best as I can. Whether you being very helpful, it's very hard to me to find a passion. You're forced to do it. Yeah, I could see that. Some people, like, they see something you're good at and they try to hijack it and take control of it, and that can ruin it for you. You just gotta, like, and that's hard too because I haven't been in the situation where someone's like taken a passion of mine and forced it on me. But I think ultimately in that kind of situation, the best advice I can give is to, when you're alone, when those people who are trying to force it on you aren't around, just take a moment for yourself and think about why you enjoyed doing it in the first place. And then once you've like really, like really think about it, like sit there and really think about it, not just like a passing thought, like sit there and think about it and get emotional because that proves that you're passionate about it. If you get emotional about something, you're passionate about it, and those feelings are valid and it's okay. So just think about why you wanted to do it in the first place. And if those people didn't exist who are forcing it on you because they want it done a certain way, if they weren't there, what would you be doing with your talent? Because someday those people aren't going to be around you to force it on you, and you'll be in charge of it again. You'll have your power back. And whenever you're not living with or around those people, or like, I don't know if you're in school or whatever, but like, you won't be there forever. Just remember that you're not going to be around those people for all eternity. Someday you will have your power back over what you're passionate about, and just hold on to that and plan for that. Plan for that moment in the future where you're finally free of them and you can do what you want with your talents again. What you would want to do with it. Why you do it, what makes you love it, what makes you passionate. And just always, when people are forcing it on you, if it's something you have to endure or something bad will happen, I don't want to get too extreme there, but like if it's a hazard to you, if you reject what they're saying, I would call it playing along until you're finally free, because you won't, like I said, you won't be around those people forever. So just hang on to that always in the back of your head. If it's something you really enjoy, don't let them take the fun out of it. Remember just to yourself why you did it, why you started doing it, and just hang on to that until you're free. Helps me keep going. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, no problem. This is so sweet, OMG. I found such a perfect community. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I needed to hear this because it's been a hard week. I came out as trans to my family. Oh, and let's say they don't like the idea of me being Miles and not. I'm not going to say your dead name, even though you listed it there. And binding. The comments really warm my heart too. I understand that completely. Same whenever someone actually comments on one of my 2 videos, I literally jump in excitement. Yeah, same. On any of my videos, I'm like, oh, comment! Same here. I haven't made a YouTube video in a long ass time, but when I do, I love seeing the feedback and seeing the people who support me. All in all, I just like to make people happy. Same here. I check like 90% of my comments and I always end up crying. Oh my gosh, I just went through some of the comments. Everyone here is so sweet. Yeah, you all are really sweet. I appreciate that so much. Be kind to each other. I really do try to read in every comment. I'm so consumed in my outside of YouTube life that I haven't posted in forever. That's my New Year's resolution. A good therapist can save a life. I'm so happy that you have a wonderful therapist. Yeah, me too. She's fantastic. I'm very lucky to have found her. Oop, I missed some, Oh, you poor baby. Oh, because I cried. Sorry. I am emotional. I'm emotional boy. I'm trans. Yay! Fellow trans bean. I'm a lesbian in a homophobic family. Yeah. I am LGBTQ. I'm pan and non-binary. Ooh. LGBT fam. It really does, and I completely understand being misgendered. It hurts sometimes. Yeah, especially when it's like person after person misgendering you. It's just kind of like really hammers home the fact that you're not passing, or at least not in their eyes, and it's like dysphoria. I'm LGBTQ, Alex. I know how it feels. I suffer from some of the things that you're going through. I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, we've all got each other, right? I'm bisexual. Yay! Exactly. I'm non-binary and pan. I'm pan, trans, and non-binary. See, look at all these identities here. Look at all these valid beans. Alex, you're the best bean. Ooh woo! As a person who has been in and out of therapy almost my whole life, therapy never did much. I don't like telling people how I feel, so seeing a therapist wouldn't help me. Well, I mean, that's up to you ultimately. What kind of help you get, how you get the help that you feel that you need. I love you. A good therapist does make or break a person, in my opinion. My therapist has helped me get through so much in my life. OMG, I talk to myself. I'm glad I'm not alone. Yeah, I talk to myself all the time. I wish I could get a therapist. Like, I'm better, but I still want it. There's plenty of online places that you can at least like check out, or there's phone numbers you can call. Like, look up, like, if it gets worst case scenario, there's like suicide number hotlines. But otherwise, like, just scour the internet and see what you come up with, or ask your family if you can afford it, or anything like that. It's just you gotta work with the resources you have, or if you're in school, go see your nurse, go see your counselor. Or if you don't trust any of them, your favorite teacher. That's what I did a lot when I was in high school and before I was in therapy. I would see um my funnily enough, my high school math teacher, and he became a good source of like support for me before I was getting like the professional help. um just knowing that someone that I felt close to school, like in the school building, and knowing that he cared, was really helpful for me. So yeah, so just like pick someone, an adult in your life that you have established trust with, um, and go with it. Whether it's like a teacher, or just, a really good friend, or um, an actual therapist, or your parents, maybe a family member. I don't know. It's just be on the lookout. OMG, I'm trying so hard not to odd how adorable you are because I'm the only one awake. Talk to myself sometimes too. Mine is Green Day. My favorite song is Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I have to listen to that song to go to sleep. I talk to myself when I'm in my room all the time. Do you have a Discord at all? I love this community of people. I don't have a community Discord for this yet, but should I make one? I don't entirely even know how that works, so I'd have to look into that. But if enough people are interested, I could certainly try. Alex, you are best bean. The crying is gonna make me cry too. No, no cry. No, we love you. No, don't cry. You're so wholesome. You're so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm crying too. You don't know how much I appreciate you. You're my inspiration when it comes to everything. Thank you. Making others happy is what makes me happy. Your videos have cheered me up while I was going through some tough times. I keep going back to your content whenever I'm upset. I want to thank you for helping me when I'm going through things. You're gonna make me cry again. Thank you. That's comments like that are what really make me want to keep going. When I'm being hard on myself for my content, I'm just there's people out here who they just want to see you thrive and they want to see you do your best, and that's really all they care about. And then I just remind myself, as long as I'm doing my best and giving it my all, that's all that matters. I'm trying to learn ASL because I have a friend and they are hard of hearing in one ear. Good for you. Yeah, I've actually kind of been meaning to try to learn sign language for a while, but I just haven't had the time. Stuff like that. Excuses. Well, I just wanted to let you know that you should keep doing what you do. If doing your channel and other hobbies is what you do, then do it. Thank you for always bringing a smile to my face. Thank you for enjoying what I do. And thank you for continuing to make it stuff that I want to continue doing. Thank you for telling us all this because it really helps. I have to go. So, Alex, please get sleep. I will. Thank you for listening and get some rest. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I love you. Ooh, I love you all so much. I only cried when I performed a dance in the group because I felt I ruined it for them. I feel that, I feel bad when I feel like I've ruined things for people. Back when I was in high school and I finally worked up the courage to do the talent show for my boyfriend at the time, I sang a song that I sang our song at the time. It was my junior year? I think it was my junior year. I sang our song from the time and my voice cracked at one point, but the audience just kept cheering and kept building me up, and I finished the song and everyone was like, "You did such a good job." And but I was being so hard on myself and I actually broke down crying in the bathroom because I felt so bad because I felt like I messed it up. And my boyfriend at the time just pulled me aside and was like, "Why are you upset? You did such a great job and it was so amazing and you're just being way too hard on yourself." And looking back on it now, I still cringe when I hear my voice break, but I know that I did my best and that was really hard for me. So Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. You officially earned an award for best boy. Woo. Woo. I love to sing. My daughter is bisexual. Good for her. And good for you for loving to sing. Thank you for making me smile on my dark days. I was having a hard time getting used to not being with my friends, and you were there to help me smile again. Thank you. Well, thank you for being here. Ooh woo. Now I'm crying, and the ooh woo was adorable. Ooh woo. Oh whoa. Don't cry. Or cry. If you need to cry, cry. Feelings are valid and emotions are valid, and if you need to express them in a healthy way, do that. I may have just found you, but I already know I will definitely come to you when I need help and cheer up. I was the one who said I loved you because you love Promise ASMR. Oh, yeah. Trans beans, my heart. I shall protect your heart. Protect all the beans. I've talked to myself, and my brother walked into my room for some reason. Thinks I'm crazy now. I feel that. Go to the school counselor because I have really bad anxiety. That's valid. I can have a therapist or talk to my parents about it because my parents have a language barrier, so yeah. Oh, I don't feel safe around a therapist just because I have trust issues. That's fair. Well, like I said, look into, another kind of supervisor or anything. Anyone that you trust, really, and you feel like would actually just sit down and listen to you. Go with them. I should. Not ready to tell them I'm trans. That's valid. That's valid. Well, you could just say that it's for other, if you feel like they would respond better to like another mental health issue, you could tell them that. And then just when you go to the doctor or whatever, tell them the real reason. And like in terms of that's something that's important to point out. Patient and like patient therapist or patient doctor confidentiality, legally they can't tell. I mean, I don't know if it depends on your age or like look up the laws where you are, but like legally they can't tell anyone else your personal information if you request them not to. Um, that's a big thing with therapists is like they're not supposed to. I'm sure that it depends on like if you're a child versus like my age and stuff, but the confidentiality thing, they can't tell them anything if you tell them not to tell them. Um, so you can tell your parents whatever you want. Like, I think I have, anxiety or I think I have depression and stuff. And if you think they would respond better to that, whatever gets you in there so you get the help that you need. Um, yeah. Like I was in therapy for a solid like couple of years, almost the full 3, until I came out to my parents as trans. So, you know, it's all up to you. Take everything in stride, just take your time with things, be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself. My musical theater group, I feel like I shouldn't participate in anything because I feel like I'm going to mess it up for them. You're being too hard on yourself. Don't listen to that voice in your head. I know that it's hard and I know that it like weighs you down, but tell them that. If there's anyone in your group that you feel like would listen to you, tell them that. Tell them that you feel that way. And they should, if they're good people, they'll listen to you. And they'll say, no, that's not true. You're not going to mess anything up for us. And if you want to get better at something, you got to learn and you got to practice and you got to be patient with yourself and you got to take the time that it's going to take for you to learn the things you need to learn and do the things you need to do. My mom went through my phone one day, found that I sent my cousin a coming out video, and she told me I was too young to know my sexuality. I hate that people say that. Like, if that's your identity, that's your identity. And no one should be telling you otherwise. It's, and everything's fluid, it might change over time, but that's fine. And that's valid. And you're just being you. You just be you. Hugs everyone. Yeah, hugs everyone. Starting to think to leave my friend because they don't listen. I don't care when I'm down. Those aren't real friends then. If they don't listen to you and they don't care, then they're not real friends. Real friends give a shit. Real friends care. Real friends will listen to you and will like sit down with you or will give you suggestions and we'll give you advice if you want it or we'll just sit there and listen and let you talk. So that's, yeah. They're not real friends. If they're not supportive, if they don't listen, they're not real friends and they're quite frankly not worth your time. And think about it, those 4 years versus the rest of your life. Like, it's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt and it's gonna suck for a while. But ultimately, if they're toxic people in your life, you're gonna be much better off if you cut them out. Or if you really don't want to cut them off, try talking to them about this. Like say, I feel like you guys don't listen to me because, and then like, have a list of points of like, I tried talking to you about this or that, and like you weren't listening to me and it made me feel hurt. And I want to know. It made me feel like you guys didn't really care or you weren't hearing me. You just got to talk to them, talk it out, talk to them about it. And if they don't listen, then it's not your problem and they are not worth your time. It's nothing to do with you. If they refuse to admit any wrongdoing or listen to you, it's not your fault and that's not your problem and they are not worth your time. And ultimately, they are losing you, not the other way around. I have a friend who is trans and pan, and he can't come out to his parents because they're very homophobic. I told my mom about it, and she started sobbing because she felt really bad for my friend. See, there are good parents out there. They do exist, and they do care. You should tell your friend, ask your mom if your friend ever came out or if his parents found out, if your place would be a safe place for them to go. Because sometimes that's what people need is like, in case something happens, in case they were accidentally outed, it's good for them to know that they have a safe place to go in case things were to take a turn for the worse. So open up, make sure you tell that friend that they have a place to go, talk to your mom and just, if she feels that strongly about it, then I'm sure she would probably have no problem at least helping him find somewhere to go. Thank you. That helped my self-confidence a lot. Good. I'm glad. I hope you take the initiative and, boost it more yourself because I know you can. I love your ASMR videos. Thank you. I appreciate it, but I think I'll give them a chance, right? If that's what you feel is best, then you can give them the chance. But just know that if they continue to not listen to you, then they're not real friends. If they hear you and they say, I'm sorry that you felt like I wasn't listening to you, or I'm sorry that I wasn't. They shouldn't say, I'm sorry you felt. It should just be like, I'm sorry I wasn't listening. That was disrespectful. Do you need to talk? If they don't, if they just brush you off and wave you off, they're not real friends. I'm just putting that out there right now because I've had people like that. They're not real friends and they're not worth it. They're not worth your time. In the long run, they are not worth it. My best friend is bi. She told her father he lost it, but now he understands her and loves her no matter what. See, sometimes it just takes some coming around. I've heard a lot of stories like that where initially they're just like, what? And, all that bad stuff. But, some of them do come around. And it's just a lot of patience. Patience is a big thing. And being willing to sit down and explain and converse and all that stuff. It's, yeah. I feel like my parents don't care about what I want when it comes to life. Well, that's what this community is for. That's what this community is for, ultimately, is for all of you to bond with each other. And with me, I can't be around all the time, but, if you all have each other in this community, then... Well, so much for singing Christmas songs. I sang 2 songs and, well, my back is getting kind of stiff and it's almost 11 o'clock for me now. So I might be calling it quits here. I hope you all enjoyed this stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope this stream, either you fell asleep during it or you've been here and you've just enjoyed conversing with me, and I appreciate you all, and I'm glad that you've been here and that you listened to my rambles and that hopefully I helped you in some way, whether it was just making you smile, making you laugh, giving you feelings, boosting your self-esteem a little. Yeah, I'll see if I can figure out how to get this uploaded so that people can come back and watch it later. But yeah. So thank you for joining me. sang 2 Christmas songs, but maybe I'll do that as a separate video thing. I'll film that later on, just singing Christmas songs and upload that as a separate video. So yeah, good night, everybody. I appreciate all of you. Watch my Komori-con panel. Please, I guarantee you it's really funny. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how to end this, but good night. I appreciate you all. Sleep well. Merry Christmas. Bye. Oh, everyone's saying goodbye now. Goodbye. Good night. Good night, everybody. You're all so sweet. Remember, we love you. I love you all too. Good night.